What's up? What's up? What's going on? People a chance to get on in here while I'm sharing up these joints here, getting things popping. You feel me? People a good chance to get in here. All right, let's see. Okay. mhm. Mhm. All right. So few funny things happened yesterday, man. Oh man, I ain't even gonna say nothing though, man. Yes, sir. Let's see. All right. Okay, okay, okay. Let's check out X real quick. Refresh this. See if we got any news here. Yes, sir. Nothing spectacular. Look at LeBron. That motherfucker get on my neck. All right. Are we live though? Are we working? Let's see. Okay, we good there. Let's pin this real quick. Nothing spectacular. Look at LeBron. Nothing spectacular. Look at LeBron. I said, what's up, yo? Nothing. What's the word? What is the word? Um, 4 games today, man. Uh, tomorrow, tomorrow we that's what tomorrow. You want to look ahead. You want to know what's going on. We got Valentine's Day. We got we got All Star break weekend, whatever the case may be. Tomorrow we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Every team playing tomorrow, right? Every team playing tomorrow. And for all these 8 teams to be the front leg of a back to back, right? So that's one thing. Let me see, 12th to 13th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then everybody, you said you got the volume on max, you can barely hear. Oh my God. Mm. Do you got your Facebook volume up? Do you got a separate volume for Facebook? Because your Facebook volume might not be up. I ain't been having no problems with the audio. I even got like shit. I even got two microphones right here. I can switch to another one if I had to. I don't know what you're listening to it on though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what you watching it on. It's like you probably can't see that. Like on my phone, I got two different ones right there. One that say Facebook, one that say. Do you got that? I think everybody be hearing me. Everybody else can hear me. Anybody else? Let me make sure one thing real quick. Let me make sure one thing real quick. Uh, Make sure everything tapped in right. Should be. Should be. I don't know what to do though, bro. I don't. Damn, you say you can barely hear. All right, well, let's see. Oh shit. First things first here. Last night, official play for me, which was one. We're gonna put some more plays together right now, but which was one here, and it was Jalen Duran, right? Uh, it's a multitude of ways you can attack this one. Uh, but so it's actually a better number than it was last night. I took it at 11 and a half. You also like a few other things: points plus rebounds, points plus points plus rebounds and shit like that. And we'll get to that game in a second. That's probably my one of my, if not my favorite game. Just smacked the 18,000 parlay. Say turn my volume up on OBS. It is up. Let's see. Yo yo, that's my yo 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 yo. Let me see. Yeah, I never really touched the volumes or anything of that nature. All the volume rockers up on every mic. Let me see something. Let me switch my mic real fast, right? Let me switch my mic. I'm gonna go from the Yeti to this other mic. Hold up. Let me see something. Uh, all right. What about that? What about now? What about now? You hear that better? You hear that better? I ain't. I really. It's a brand new mic out the box. I haven't even used this mic yet. I got a few things I ain't put together. I got a what is this? Stream deck and this brand new mic right here. I didn't even. I got it put together, but I ain't used it yet. Right. So, but I'm using it now. So how that sound? How that sound? Let me see if I can move it up. I can move it in the shot too because it's on the boom arm. But let's see. Oh, you know what? I ain't even got it plugged up. My bad. My fault. I didn't even have that white mic. I didn't have that white mic plugged up. My fault. It ain't the volume. Everything up. I've been all my stuff has been the same since day one. I ain't been having no problems. I ain't been having no problems. I ain't had that mic plugged up. Let me see now. Since let me change it real quick. Let me see. All right, I got the other mic plugged up. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know how that sound. This is a whole brand new mic right here. Let me know how this one sound. So Thompson rebounds and assists. Yeah, I took him up to. I got a plus 700 up to 10 last night for Asar Thompson. Okay, you like that one better? It's not the mic, it's the volume. Right, because it's the same shit. Yeah, it's loud. All right, well, this one right here. So, yeah, so this one right here, that's my other one right there. That's brand new right there. That's brand new. I'll be using that, and I'll be using the Yeti. So I'll be. I mean, this is my first time using this one, and it's all the way up in my face right now. So I'll use this one. I'll use this one right now, and we'll see what that do. Right. So I didn't really do a sound check with this one either. So like I said, this brand new. It just been sitting in my face. I ain't even been using it, man. Straight up. I need to plug up this Stream Deck too. I wasn't gonna start using my Stream Deck until I'm gonna get me a custom overlay. Maybe something I do over the break. Give me a custom overlay, switch up the stream a little bit, probably leave the green screen, put the green screen up for a little while, shit like that. All right, first game on the docket here will be the Chicago Bulls. We got some hefty totals here. 220. Will be the Toronto Raptors 224. This new one, it wasn't. It was only. This one was only like $45. I actually did. It was brand new in the box. I did not need it, but I bet I just bought it, right? And it's got all. I was surprised with the reviews. It's got all the reviews. It's this one here. Ampli. It's a fine, whatever. One of them joints there with the boom arm and everything, right? Let me see here. If you want to check it out, it's this one, right? Yeah. No, it was like $53. It was $53. It was $53, but I bought it from somebody brand new, man. Yeah. Damn, I gotta bring myself back in this motherfucker. Y'all done flip my Y'all done flip, man. What you do, man? Straight up. Let me see. Let me flip myself, man. Straight up, man. Y'all done got me. Uh, transform. Okay. Let me transform this sucker one more time, man. Got me looking the other way. This ain't the way. This ain't the way. Let me see. That's right, though. This is the way I'm looking. That's where I'm looking. So I roll like that. Y'all used to me looking the other way. But this is where I'm actually looking at the computer. So I guess. I guess it's better like that. Man, y'all gone somewhere, man. So look, um, you said great quality for 45. Thanks, I'm getting that. Vucevic 18 and a half points. Yeah, I'm get to that game for sure. I just like I said, I just hit. Let me see something. I just hit a plus 18,000 versus this Detroit team. I love it, right? Got to love it, right? Got to love it. Got to love it, man. So definitely got to cook something for that one. Toronto Raptors, Philadelphia 76ers. We already know what some spots that we like here and, some things that we like here, right? So 224 over under in this spot. Raptors, 9-point dogs, right? So let's get up, let's get up, let's get up, let's get up this NBA real quick and let's take a look at what's been going on, right? NBA. Got to get this page up here so we can look at some of the trends and some of the things that's been going on. Let's flip that one to teams there. Free sites here. Uh, this one here. Let's go to advanced and let's check out some things, right? First and foremost, let's look at pace. Pace on the season. Who's playing again? I'm tripping. Philly. I ain't even want to look at that, right? Let's look at defensive rating. Defensive rating on the season. Toronto Raptors number 26, Philadelphia number 24. That's on the season. What about what have you done for me lately? It's been a few days since I checked, so let's check the last 10 games, right? Last 10 games, we're looking at defensive rating here. Toronto Raptors number 4, last 10 games, and Philly number 23, right? How about last 5 games? Last 5 games, um, Toronto Raptors, they slid a little bit. Small sample size, 5 games though. Philadelphia's still back there though, right? Philadelphia's still back there. So that's one thing, right? Um, I'm gonna leave it at that for right now. How about last 10 games pace? Let's see what the league's been doing, right? Who's been playing faster as of late, right? Atlanta Hawks still number one in pace. Lo and behold, New Orleans Pelicans, they speeding it up a little bit. Memphis Grizzlies, who we have on the docket today, they're playing fast. And lo and behold, Indiana Pacers, they creeped into the fold. They playing fast. Detroit and Chicago, number 8 and 9, got to love it, right? How about the last 5 games? Pace is important. A lot of shots, a lot of threes, lot of bricks, a lot of assists, a lot of rebounds, a lot of everything, right? So looking at pace again, last 5 games, Atlanta continues to be number one or top 3. New Orleans, as you can see, New Orleans has entered the chat. San Antonio Spurs, their defense has been terrible. I ain't even gonna lie. Their defense has been terrible. They playing fast and bad defense. That's a recipe for stats, right? Look at Washington Wizards. They were in the game all game long, right? Utah Jazz. Last 5 games. Who have they played? Memphis Grizzlies, top 5. We got them on the docket today. So Detroit Pistons right there. Chicago Bulls, not too far from being in the area. Now, taking a look at how we attack this Detroit team, Philly, and Chicago, Indiana. All 4 of these teams are on the docket right today for the power forward position, right? So 26 points, green all the way across the board for Detroit when it comes to defending the power forward position. Philly, who we got on the docket, who I'm talking about now, the first game, green all the way across the board. 3-point, meh, right? But green all the way across the board. I wouldn't be looking for Scotty Barnes for threes anyway. Chicago, for a few years they've been bad versus power forwards and Indiana, so all those teams right there getting up 24 or more, right, versus the power forward position. We know we can target the power forward versus these teams, right? So backtracking again, we got Philly. They one of the worst teams versus the power forward position. We definitely got to look at Scotty Barnes, right? Scotty Barnes, I just put that I put that what was it over the weekend? That was Sunday. That was a plus 2,000, 2,100, something like that. Scotty Barnes hooked us 1 rebound, bro. I'm telling you, we told you he's loading, right? He's loading, he's loading, he's loading. That triple double is loading for him, right? We just gotta catch it, man. So and then he had granted it was a fake tough matchup versus Houston. You know what I'm saying? He went out there and had this is versus Philly. He went out there and had 15 points. That was mediocre. 9 rebounds and 7 assists. I liked what he done in the assist category versus Houston, but it is what it is. But like I say, he's pretty much probably loading, right? He's loading that triple double up. He just can't get it out, man. He can't get it out. So, long story short, it is what it is. Philadelphia versus Philly. He's only faced this team one time this year, but he did go out there and have 27 points. That was in the beginning of the season. He went 8 for 11 from the field. That's just a testament to how bad Philly's probably been versus power forwards, especially aggressive ones all season long. Philly on the other side over here, we got a line right here. As you can see, this line of his rebound line is at 7.5. Um, last 10 games, Philly, 8 of the last 10 power forwards hit this number, right? So that's one thing. They already given up the rebounds, right? And Scotty Barnes, he's 4-10 to this number in general. His last 10 games. He's average last 10 games. He's averaged 6.9 rebounds on the season here. This season, Scotty Barnes is averaging 7.8 rebounds and he's 22 or 40 to this number. Now, over the course of the season, he's averaging um 12.5.7 rebound chances, right? So, what I got it filtered to over here. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I had a filter on that. So the last 10 games, the players are 50%, right? But I had to filter to rebound chances at 12. I'm sorry. And that's what happened. Power forwards with the rebound chances, last 10 games, rebound chances at filtered at 12. They are 8 to 10 to the rebounds, right? So that's where I had it at, right? So looking at this team overall, though, this Toronto Raptors overall, they don't have a lot of offensive firepower, right? So looking at some of these lines here, um, you got to look at Emmanuel Quickly and Scotty Barnes first, and you definitely got to look at their points prop first because you got to score points to win the game, right? And like I said, this team is not that good at scoring points consistently. Their defense had been good for overall lately, but man, they haven't been good at scoring points, right? Um, offensive rating, um, Toronto in the bottom half, bottom third, last 10 games. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, right? Over the course of the season, them generating offense here. If you want to look at the offensive rating for these guys here, they still in the same spot, right? So they're not very good at generating offense, but they sticking around. Just like Orlando. Shout out to Paulo yesterday, man. It's either friends or Paulo or nothing when it comes to a team like Orlando. So they have to rely on defense and they have to generate offense the best way they can. So this is what so and then so that's leading me towards the usage, right? Scotty Barnes, Emmanuel Quickly, these would be the two highest usage players here, and I'll be I'm fine with that, right? I think they're in good spots, and the numbers show it. Looking at the point guards, right? Looking at the point guard, when you look at points, Philly, they give up over the course of the season, they give up the third most points to the point guard position. They pretty much green all the way around. When you're looking at the threes, over the course of the season, Philly is giving up they give up the most threes to the point guard position. That's none other than somebody like Emmanuel Quickly. Given the usage and things like that, plus he's gonna have Maxi coming at him 100 miles an hour, bro. Right now, we don't know what Embiid's status is. That's why we only have him out on the books right now. And then once they find out what's up with Embiid, we'll get the rest of the lines. But right now, we getting 1, 2, 3, 4. The presumed starting lineup right now for Toronto. But like I said, I can't talk you off anything here for any one of these guys here, right? Uh, Going back to the defense versus position, the assist around about 9, right? But it is what it is. Let me see something here. Power forwards, assists. So Philly is also giving up the most assists to power forwards. That's Scotty Barnes. Rebounds. Philly giving up the most rebounds to power forwards. That's Scotty Barnes, right? Um, the second most points. So they're giving up the second most points, the most rebounds, and the most assists to power forwards. Oh my God. We trying to load. We've been trying to load up that. We've been trying to load up that triple double for a while, right? Right now you'll get that triple double for plus 1100 right here on FanDuel. Shit, we've been trying to load up that triple double, man. It's today to day. Man, it's today to day. Scotty, we've been trying to load that sucker up. So I added triple doubles, double doubles, steals plus blocks, PRAs, rebounds and assists, points and rebounds and points plus assists from the filter category here. But um, hmm, triple double here. Hmm. Market best. What is this? What book is that? Sports Get If. I don't have. Oh, that's Fliff. Oh, okay. Whatever, right? Okay. FanDuel of my books over here. So the best one right now you're gonna get that is FanDuel. Oh, we got 1350 over here on Caesars. 1350 for that triple double if you like it, right? What about the double double? ESPN got it at 240 at the best bet. I mean, um, Bet Rivers at 200 plus 200. Mm, interesting. Um, hmm. Mm. So at the end of the day, at first glance here, when all else fails here, I can't talk you off Scotty Barnes points and or Emmanuel Quickly points, right? Uh, I can't because these are the highest usage players. These boys gonna have to put up points. They're in good spots, right? They're in good spots. I can look at the threes. Sometimes they can sell, right? He got to score. So I can look at the points. The assist props here. Let's see. Scotty Barnes 6.5. Emmanuel Quickly 6.5. Rebound prop, like I said, 7.5 for Scotty. I like that. I like that, right? Okay, let me see something. Let me see something here. Let me go back and try to add this to the slip here. FanDuel. Um, I gotta put it quickly over there because it's something that I gotta put it over there so I don't forget, right? Because this is something I have to. All right, I'm gonna put that over there. Grady Dick, Grady, right? Grady, right? Um, and all this is without RJ Barrett here because I was looking at this already. So without RJ Barrett here on the season, season versus Philly. I could take versus Philly down this season here in 11 games. What's standing out here and what's standing out here, right? So we're seeing some green right here to the shooting guard position. Um, last 10 games, um, they 5 of 10. Shooting guards are 5 of 10 to this number. Mm. 3 pointers, they 5 of 10 to this number, and assist at a 1.5. Uh, shooting guards are 5 of 10 to this number. Okay, you get 1.5 on ESPN bet at a plus 100 if you really want to. You know what I'm saying? Something like that for him. Um, hmm. I don't know if I'll go there. I'll be scared to go there. But the 3 pointers is kind of looking, kind of interesting. But it is a parlay piece. I would probably be if you want to use this 1.5 threes as a parlay piece, then be my guest. This season without RJ Barrett, um, in the 11 games, he's 8 for 11 to 1.5 threes, right? So that's a parlay piece if you want to look at it right there. I could add that over there. That's a parlay piece. I can add that. And his raw points here, he's averaging 14.2. Teams are averaging last 10 games versus Philly. Teams are averaging 13.8 at the shoot guard position. Taking a quick glance at his steals plus blocks. His steals plus blocks is sitting at over a half at whatever book that is. He's 100% to this number at 11 for 11. I don't know what books that is. That's a parlay piece. PRA 6 of 11. Okay. All right. Well, 1.5 threes could be a parlay piece. You could probably throw that up there if you wanted to, right? Toronto. Looking at Toronto versus point guards, right? Toronto over the course of the season, they're giving up the second most points. The rebounds and right. Rebound chances are up there. Assists, kind of like, but the 3 pointers are there and the 3 point attempts, right? And then, like I said, I'm not a big fan of. You know what? Let me take this down a little bit. Not a big fan. Not a big fan of Emmanuel Quickly's defense. So then you got somebody like Tyrese Maxey. He's coming at you full force, right? So he's definitely in play. I can't talk you off of that. Um, we don't have numbers for him, but at the end of the day, though, like versus Toronto, um, I don't know, they lost. That was the beginning of the season, though. Who played that game? Tyrese Maxey. He had a bad shooting day. He was 6 for 23 for 24 points, 2 for 12 from three, 4 assists. He was the only one there. Who played here? Scotty Barnes had 27. Uh, these teams were shorthanded. Shorthanded. Mm, mm. All right. Well, I'm still looking at Tyrese right now. We're just gonna see if Embiid's gonna be in. Speaking of Embiid, I definitely was looking at Embiid last night, and let's see. And Embiid Hulk smashes these guys, right? So 31, 28, 25. He got 25 points or better versus this team, but he hasn't faced this team this year. But he's been crushing them. Rebounds and double digit rebounds in every game except for two lately. And mm, last three games, assists been up there 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 9. And every game he's been back, I've been betting his assists, right? So right now his assist is sitting at 4.5. I actually been taking it down to 3.5 though, right? Right now his assist prop is sitting at 4.5, and I've been taking it down to fours and stuff like that, using them at parlay pieces. Right now, you get that four minus 260. He's been doing He's been doing fine in that category for me, right? So, even at a parlay piece, but historically versus this team, he's dropped down, especially his last three games. Uh, Triple double could be loading there, right? Triple double could be loading there, but that's versus Toronto. But lately, like I said, he has been dropping assists. He just had a triple double here versus Brooklyn on January 4th. But I mean, versus Dallas, I'm sorry, on February 4th. Um, but he's had assists in the area of six. Well, since he's been back, he's had 6 assists or better in 3 straight games. Okay. I just been taking him at a 4, and I've been living with that, right? On prize picks or something, I'll take him at a 4.5. I have no problem with that. And speaking of Embiid, just got to probably just try to keep an eye out on the trends. Lately, he's been consistent with that three threes or better. He just outliered with 7 attempts, but with them bad knees or whatever the case may be, I can look for him to take a few more threes, bro. A few more threes. So the threes could be in play here, right? So don't get that twisted there, right? But MB, I'll be looking at MB assists for sure. And any other thing, just got to see if he's going to be in or out. What's up, Pat? My $20 protected play nearly hit, but Portis hooked me by 3 rebounds. Kessler needed one more defensive rebound, and SGA needed at least one free throw to push, but he missed by one free throw. It can get tough sometimes, man. It can definitely get tough sometimes, man. Definitely. I feel your pain, right? So the assist prop here, I lean towards the over, but I probably would be taking it at 4 on a parlay piece, right? If I'm doing a parlay. So just gotta wait for the see what's the deal with Embiid, man. Other than that, Scotty Barnes, I like the points for Scotty Barnes and Emmanuel quickly, bro. Straight up. And the 1.5 threes, you could definitely look at that for Grady, Grady. And one parlay piece, I think he gets there, right? He's 8 for 11 to that number without Scotty, without AJ Barrett, RJ Barrett. We got a 240 over under here versus the Pistons. I mean versus the Pacers. Injury news here. We got to look out for injury news, right? So at the end of the day here, on the Knicks side here, I would just hold Hart. I mean, I would just hold OG out to after the All Star game. Why would I even play him or whatever the case may be? But he's questionable. He hasn't played since the 1st of February. Josh Hart is questionable. I probably expect him to go. He's probable, so that's one good thing there. Mitchell Robinson is very, very close to being back. I want to say, after All Star break, whatever. Um, oh, Indiana, uh, Miles Turner, questionable, probably doubtful. We'll see what's going to happen. We'll see what's going to happen, right? He's been out since the 6th, and it's the 11th today. In the absence of him, look at Bryant, Obi Toppin, and they did just sign somebody else. I forgot his name. But it is what it is. I don't have much for this game. I like the spot here for. I like the spot. I'm gonna like the spot here for Towns. Um, um, I'm going like they just coming off a blowout loss here to Boston, but I do like the spot here for Towns. So I couldn't talk you off any Towns numbers here. Um, pretty much self-explanatory. Let's see here. His points proper sitting at 24 and a half. Indy, you know what? I think Towns has a pretty decent history versus injuries in Indy. I was looking at Indy. I was looking at Towns threes, man, last night. Uh, Comparing them to what he's done versus this team here. Let's see. In games versus Indy, last 4 games versus Indy, including 2 games this year. He's hit 2 threes or better versus them. So that's something that you can look at there. Um, let's see what else we're working with here. The rebound prop is sitting at what? 13 and a half. That's man. Assists, blocks, over a half a block. It's got a block in these games versus them. I rarely bet on Towns, man. Truth be told, I rarely bet on Towns. And whatever you want to get to, be my guest. Truthfully, I do like the spot for him. I do like the spot for him. But whatever you want to get to, if you want to get to something for him, be my guest. Because we do have a 240 over under in this spot, right? So plenty sparks could fly here. Let's see something. McClendon said he likes Bridges points today. I couldn't talk you off of it. We like I said, we already know that versus Indy, they're not the best at defending power forwards here, right? So especially in the points to category, and Indy can give up rebounds to the power forward. So that's somebody like Josh Hart, right? So um, and Indy's been playing with pace as of late. Josh Hart's rebound sitting at a minus 140. So whatever you want to do. Let me take a look at some comparisons here on Doink real fast. So let's start from the top here. Brunson. Last 10 games. Last 10 games, opponents are averaging 8.7 assists versus these guys. Hmm. Jalen Brunson versus Indy. November 10th, he gave him 10 dimes. Um, hmm. He's averaging, how about on the season? He's averaging 7.5 assists on the season. He's averaging 12.9 potentials. Um, Indiana on the season, they averaging 12.4. They're giving up 12.4 potentials. Let me see. Let me filter this by their average and see something. So guards just averaging that's getting at least 12 of potentials. They are 15 for 25 to this assist prop, averaging around what, 9? Wait, this just moved. Right, that's where I'm supposed to be right here. Averaging around 9. Hmm. Let's see something. 13 potentials, then they're averaging around 9.6. Don't know if I'll get there. Head to head versus Indiana. He's gave them 26 and 33 points, and his line is sitting at 28 and a half. His rebound, the rebound prop is sitting at 5, is sitting at 2.5, 2.5 at minus 154, and he's given these guys in both games. He's given these guys 5 and 6 rebounds. Both games this year. So that's well over his number. So if we was to, let's say he wanted to go for 4 rebounds for him, say you wanted to go for 4 rebounds for him, you'll get that at plus 170. 6 rebounds for him, you'll get that at plus 750. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But his rebound line sitting at 2.5, and that's versus Indy though, right? Lately he's getting what? He's averaging 2.8 rebounds. How about last 10? He's averaging 2 rebounds last 10 with about 4 rebound chances. Mm. How they got it set up here, point guards are averaging 8 rebound chances versus this team. And that's because of pace. That's why pace is important, man. That's over the course of the season, I want to say. How about the last 10 games? So last 10 games, point guards are averaging 3.8 rebounds versus this team and on 8.2 rebound chances. Mm. Jalen Brunson versus Houston, February 3rd, 6 rebounds on 10 rebound chances. Hmm. If I give him rebound chances at, if I give Jalen Brunson rebound chances at 5, let's say I give him 5 rebound chances, what's his rebounds look like? I give him 5 rebound chances over the course of the season. Let's say this season, he's hit that number 24 of 25 times. And right now, the starting point guard, Philadelphia, I mean, Pacers defense versus the starting point guard are averaging 8.2 rebound chances. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell to me, but the shit that you will find, right? So let me put the 2.5 over there to the bet slip. Just something that I like, right? Something that I like. Uh, and you can say it comes to fruition because head to head versus this team, um, he's already had 8 rebound chances on both in both games, and he's had 5 and 6 rebounds. So he's a possible. He's possible. It's one of those. You know what I'm saying? So again, you could probably take a look back here. Hmm, I forget what filters I got on them here. Prospects may MB PRA Taco, especially if he's ruled out, very risky. Definitely it is. So that's some interesting stuff there, man. I wouldn't have thought of that. We'll see, right? Potential plus money play. What about let's see something here. What about the lines though? No, that's 3 pointers. Oh snap. Let me plug up my computer. Yeah, with this here, if you blink, you'll miss something, right? Let's see. Let's take a look at the rebounds, right? Um, let's see. 3.5. A 3.5 line, best on FanDuel at a plus 170. A 4.5 rebound line out of my books, probably DraftKings. 5.5 line, 750. Hmm. Break the bank with that. 8 rebounds. I was just looking, but 3.5 seems like a reasonable ladder spot. I would, I ain't gonna say what I would take it at. I don't know where I would take it up to. I don't, right? But it is what it is, right? Looking at some of his ladders. Looking at some of his ladders right here. His line is at 2.5 though. And you're getting that best, market best right here at FanDuel. Parlay piece if you want to get there, right? He's 2-2 to this number versus this team this season. Um, Bridges points line. Let's let's take a look at without OG. Hmm. Last 10 games without OG. How about on the road? So he's averaging around 15 shots the last 3 games here this season without OG. I'll just go to this season here. About 15 shots. Let me filter this to 15 field goal attempts. I'll say 14. Around 14 field goal attempts. One, two, 8 straight. Eight. They averaged 23 points. Eight straight. 8 straight people. Right. Hit their points of pride. That's Dyson Daniels as of late. Um, he could be equivalent, right? He could be equivalent, right? Some other things, right? Because you got minutes at 33. He's probably averaging whatever 38 minutes, whatever the case may be with that. Um, his rebounds at 2.5. Mm. Versus Indy. Versus Indy, he's hit this number. No, this is not versus Indy. This is without OG. Let me take this down. So they're giving up a decent amount of rebound chances to guards and forwards, little guys and stuff like that. They're giving up 7.3 rebound chances there. So his rebounds sit at 2.5 at places too. So I mean that's pretty low, of course. Mm. He's averaging 4.7 rebound chances versus Indiana. How many rebound chances has he been getting? Versus Indiana, he's got 9, so about 4.5 versus these two. So shit, I don't know, man. His rebounds are in play. That's all to it. And points. He's got a rebound line at 2.5. So him and Brunson rebounds are in play. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. These guys going to be out there anyway. They're going to be out there all game long, messing around with tips, and be out there all game long. So them some other plays. They parlay pieces, but when you stepping into the 4 rebound category, that's when you want to start thinking if you where right because you can get plus money for these guys, man. Plus 155, plus 175 for these guys that low rebound numbers. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you might have Precious Achua stepping into the fold. I would like him better if OG was playing because OG is one of the smaller players. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, these guys are going to be out there 35 minutes plus. 35 minutes plus. How Tibbs runs his players into the ground. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day here, we got to take make a mental note, right? Even making a mental note that these rebounds are in play, right? So I'm gonna be forced to add these guys over here just because the simple fact that the rebounds are in play, right? So it is what it is. I bet you if you take, I'll tell you this. I think Bridges or Brunson getting 4 rebounds. I could bet them both, and it's a possibility that both of them hit, or I might just take a straight L on that, right? Whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna put this over here in the drop box over there, and keep an eye out on it. Okay. Oh no, not 28 points. The rebounds. I already know the rebounds are in play. I mean, points are in play. Such low numbers, man. Pascal been on a tear. 132 to 121. Last time these two teams played. 132 to 120, 121. Let me see something here. Indy won that game. Towns, Brunson. So Bridges had 7 boards. When was this? Bridges had 7 boards. So did. And then 1 rebound. Mm. Bridges had 7 boards. OG had 4. Towns had 9. Brunson had 6. Hart had 10. Turner Turner hit 5 threes. Ben Mathurin hit 7 threes. Pascal Siakam had 8 and 3. 8 rebounds and 3 assists. What about the first game there? Let me look at the Knicks players. Brunson had 5 boards. OG had 4. Towns had 15. Hart's got back-to-back games with 10 rebounds or better versus them. Mm. Hart got back-to-back games with 10 rebounds or better. Mm. Say this season, Josh Hart averaging 16 rebound chances. I'll filter this over here to I'll say 14 just to be generous. Hmm. But that's the small forward spot. Josh is at the power forward spot, I would say. And they got OG at the power forward spot. So, but I know if Precious plays or something like that, Precious would probably ended up being at the power forward spot. And um, this is where they're giving up the green because we already looked at that when we looked at this. Indy right here giving it up, right? So yeah, okay. I need to see who's going to be in. Quiet day. Quiet day. Not too much news so far. I need to see. I need to see who's going to be in. So Precious Achua has played 34, 36, and 33 minutes. 4 rebounds, 8 rebounds, 9 rebounds. Hmm. I got to see who's going. Oh, there he is right there. 8 rebounds. Hmm. That's where his line is at. He must be on the bench. They must got him on the player props on the bench. So let's see. There you go, right there. So his last 5 games. Let me go to an average. He's averaged 14 rebound chances his last 5 games. I can see his points plus rebounds, or points plus rebounds though for sure. Something. Power forwards with 14 rebound chances. So I'll be looking at Precious Achua. If there's no, I'll be looking at him too, man. If there's no OG, I expect OG to be out here. I do. Pascal Siakam points are in play. They in play for the simple fact that the usage should be there with him. And I do want to take a quick look at Halliburton here and see what he's been doing versus this team. I ain't been betting Halliburton, man. I probably don't bet Halliburton here. This is moving pretty slow, bro. Halliburton versus the Knicks. Last time we played him, he hit 4 threes. The Knicks, our last 10 games have been giving up threes to the point guard position. They are last 10 games they 7-10 to this number here. Um, let me see. There they go. So, New York Knicks last 10 games. They second in points and they're giving up, yeah, they're giving up some threes, right? So we could definitely take a look at the threes there. I don't know if I'll go there. I don't know. What do they have his line out here? He just gave him 4 though. His line is at 2.5 as a parlay piece. He's 6 of 10 to this line in his last 10 games, coming off a full 3-point make game versus the Lakers. In his last 8 games, 7 games, I mean, he is 5 of 7 in his last 7 games. So his threes could be there, right? He's taking a ton, right? I ain't gonna say a ton, but he's averaging in the last 10 games. He's averaging 7 3-point attempts. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Last 10 games, points and threes. So I would probably look at. I mean, if I was going for, I mean, his threes for a parlay piece is points overall. But I'm probably not. I haven't been betting Tyrese Halliburton, man. So a lot of this stuff been going over my head. Tyrese Halliburton's rebounds is at 3.5. He's these guys are guards last 10 games are averaging uh 5 rebounds versus this team. So that could be something you could definitely take a look at. Rebounds. They're giving up about 7 rebound chances. Tyrese Halliburton just sitting on about 5.6 rebound chances. Uh, if I give him 7 rebound chances, in his last 10 games, it would be he's still 5 of 10 to this number. No, he's 6 of 10 with 7 rebound chances. Could be reaching, but um, if you're looking for a parlay piece for the threes or something, I couldn't talk you off of that. This takes a while. This takes a while to cap, right? This takes a while to cap, but you can find some shit on this one here. This should be the last two. This should be the same game parlay heaven right here when you're looking at the Chicago Bulls and and we're looking at the Chicago Bulls and Detroit Piston game here. This should be same game parlay heaven right here. I really like this game, right? I really do like this game. Let me refresh this. So what we're looking at right now is um, for the Bulls. Um, the first game of the back-to-back, I expect Dusamnu to be in. He's probable, and then Lamelo Ball is out. Okay, uh, that's it for the significant. Now, um, Vucevic, right? He's just okay. So look, this is what I do, right? I do target centers versus Detroit, right? We took them up, versus Detroit here. So this is the last 3 weeks. Let's go on the season, all right? So Detroit, So 1.32 threes. Um, some centers tearing Detroit ass up from beyond the arc, right? And it's just a trend, and it comes to fruition, man. So um, I want to. We're just coming off a full 3-point make game for. I think he just gave him four, right? So Vooch. The thing about Vooch right now is he ain't. I don't know if he's fully invested now, right? Coming up to the trade deadline, thought he was going to be gone. Now you can make a case for guys like Vucevic and Zach Levine playing their hearts out, trying to get traded, trying to look sexy, trying to be attractive. But since the trade deadline, Vooch ain't been Vooching, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. That's number one. Then you got the organization probably in these motherfuckers' ears. Like, man, it's time to tank. We're gonna have like 30 something games left, 20 something, 30 something games left. Let's tank, man. We done made the trades, whatever case may be. We got rid of who we can get rid of. Let's try to go ahead and tank, right? Let's try to go ahead and tank, stuff like that. So, it could be a lot of things going on. Like, man, this game here was disappointing. I mean, his last three games, I want to say since the All Star break, as you can see, his points 22 22 6 versus Boston, whatever, 21 20, then 12 10 10. Like, oh man, I ain't get traded, man. F this shit. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like this, man. That's how I think. That's how I look at things, right? Um, right here versus Detroit. So let's look at versus Detroit. Um, versus Detroit. Um, his last one, two, three, four, 5 games, he's made it three. Let's go last five. Let's go last five. Let's just go last five, and we'll get our averages and everything. So last five, he's averaging 3.3, 3.2 makes. He's hit this 1.5 3-point line 4 of his last 5 games versus them, and the rebounds has been there. Double-digit rebounds. He's averaging 11.2 rebounds versus these guys on 18 rebound chances. Right. The assist has been there. His offensive numbers has been looking good. Right. 24.5 points. He's hit this points line 5 of his last 5 games over 18.5 and things like that, right? Assists. He just had last game. He had a triple double. He was balling, right? He was really, really balling. He had a triple double. Truth be told, 10, 11, and 20, right? So he was getting busy. Assist prop. He hit the assist 3 of his last 5 games. He's sitting at 4. So you know what I'm saying? But is the fire there anymore, right? It's like coming into the season, like, man, I know I'm finna get traded. I'm balling, right? I know I'm finna get traded. Um, and then you don't get traded, and that lets the air out of you, man. You know what I'm saying? It lets the air out of you, man. I know. Shit, I mean, I ain't never been in no trading situation or nothing like that, but man, that lets the air out. Like, man, I worked hard trying to get out this motherfucker. It's like being in jail. Shit. And you get another continuous. In fact, we give you a 2-month continuous. Buck Rogers. But I'm just saying, man. Hey, that's the way I've been feeling. That's the way I've been feeling. Now, but I've always targeted centers versus Detroit. Him and Miles Turner, preferably, that hit the threes. And I couldn't talk you off the threes today, right? If you wanted to get there for his threes, I couldn't talk you off of it, man. You know, it'll be a straight bet for me if I do. Do I like it? Yes. The numbers are there. Everything lines up. I'm having problems trusting him right now. It's at a minus 142 right now. I probably would take it at 3 or 4. Oh, I ain't even gonna lie. Parlay piece at minus 142, 3 or 4, whatever the case may be. So I do like the threes. I cannot deny that I don't like the threes. I'm gonna have to put it over there. So I'll add this. That's something that I've already, but I'm having a hard time trusting them though. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find the trust factor. So the 1.5 threes, I'll just put anything over there. I'll put it over there, right? That's a parlay piece, man. The official play for me was, of course, it was it was Jalen Duran. I took his 11 and a half. Probably gonna play a few things a few other ways. Now, we already mentioned the power forwards, right? Uh, the power forwards on the slate regarding versus Detroit. Detroit, they're giving up the most points to the power forward position right now. Philadelphia, Chicago, Indiana. That's half the teams on the docket right now. They're not good at defending the power forward position. So as you can see, Philly is up there, right? Chicago is up there, right? So you got hybrid guys like, this Chicago team runs out small, and you and that's already a knock right there. So I'm looking at this game for same game parlay atmosphere. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. Same game parlay atmospheres, right? So before I get into that, let's slide over here to okay. So Buzelis, power forward, right? So looking at the power forward spot over here, Buzelis, his points prop is at 11 and a half, and okay, I get it, right? Um, they've seen some nice hefty power forwards and they've been hitting this number, but there's a lot of green here, right? It's a lot of green here for the power forward position. And one, two, three, 7 straight games. They went over this 3-point line. Last 10 games for Bucelis. He's 4-10 to his 3-point line, but he's got a great matchup here. Rebounds. 7 to 10, they've hit this rebound line at 3.5. I mean 4.5. Buzelis, on the other hand, has hit his rebound line in 2 of his last 10 games. But I would take a little bit more consideration into his last 5 games. Thoughts on that beating we saw Sunday? It was coming, man. You just got to look at the team overall. uh, Kelsey ain't been Kelseying this year, right? And then, I mean, it just shows, right? Mahomes used to having that guy. He didn't have that guy on the field this year. Their defense has been carrying them a bit more than their offense, if you ask me. Mahomes all season been clutch when it's in the games, but when you run across a defense that's stout and the offense, he was having bad decisions and stuff like that because when you just don't have that guy, if you got that guy and that guy is just not that guy no more, then things ain't gonna work like things used to work. You know what I'm saying? If you had, I didn't put no bets in. I didn't put no bets in. Just a couple. Just a couple. Touchdown plays. I was betting margins because I was already wondering. You know what I'm saying? I think I ain't gonna say any defense, but most defenses could have done that. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of defense now what that offensive line was doing, the defensive line, they were the real MVPs. Those motherfuckers they were bad to the bone. I don't know about how many offenses can do that, but what they was doing in the secondary, pretty much I think a lot of defenses can do that. It all boils down was, he Mahomes didn't have that guy. You know, um, he'll have Rashid back next year. Rashid was a beast. He was getting ready to be that guy. Rashid was. And I kind of like stood back from Luca, man. Straight up, stood back from Luca. I didn't really, not the first game. For threes, I took him for some threes, but everything else I can't really. It was Collier and Kessler for me, man. Them boys, yes sir. And we sat up here tried to decipher which ones we were gonna go to, whether it was Collier or Collins for the double double, and both of them get there. So it is what it is. Yeah, they D line beat the hell out of Mahomes. Chiefs beef up the O line, which they will do. They definitely will do that. Throwback say I got too hype in the blowout for sure, right? Um, Packers. Why you just couldn't leave it alone? But you know the Bears. You know my Bears looking. How my boys looking, man. You know how my boys looking for sure. I think I'm ready to go full fledged on rooting for my Bears this year. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. K go over 20 tonight, or he's gonna finish at 19 again. Probably so. I mean, I don't really too much bet his points a lot. Uh, it's the assist and it's the scenario for me, right? Uh, in this matchup here, you got to look at his assists ASAP, right? You definitely got to look at his assists. I didn't pull the trigger. It came out at 18, at 10 and a half. You got to think he's a point guard first, right? Ain't nobody. Then they just added Dennis Schroeder. But you got to think he's a point guard first, Thomas. He's a point guard first. So, they got weapons. He got to get everybody involved and he got to score. And sometimes he be triple double hunting. You know what I'm saying? This Bulls, they're going to run out a lot of guards and the center, right? It's coming off a game versus the Bulls where he had 15 assists. Just let that sink in, right? You know, he's in a great spot to do both though, right? And sometimes you might have to take combos, take points plus assists. Sometimes the points don't always get there because he does have a team, and you got to look at other guys that's in greater, better, greater, and better spots. You know what I'm saying? So, top player of the day for me, or top play from this game for me was Jalen Duran for a lot of different reasons you guys already know, but and when you're looking at rebounds and stuff like that, it's just a go out and grab them type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Individual stat that you can just go out there and just go out there and do, right? But getting back to where we were, he said, "Yeah, I took your plays." Um, Cowboys 2025. Oh, throwbacks. Come on. I see why your name throwbacks because you're throwing it all the way back to the Aikman days and the Bears, man, the Bears. Nah, let me stop. All right, so look, like I said, right? We already know this all season long. Detroit's been a great spot versus power forwards. Okay, Bucelis here. His numbers are in play. Last 5 games for him. This is where I would probably look at him at, right? The last 5 games, minutes been in the 25 to 30-ish minutes, right? Right after the trade deadline, right at and after the trade deadline, and where we really starting to, my Bulls are really starting to roll out the tank, right? So the developmental time for him, I like him as a player. So it is what it is, right? I can't talk you off any numbers for him. He's probably averaging 9.3. He's averaging 9.4 shot attempts. His points prop sitting at 12 and a half. Don't know if I'll get there, but as you can see on the other side, this Detroit defense, it's green, right? In a lot of different spots, it's green. So it's a multitude of ways that you can take advantage of this guy here, even in the combos, right? Look at all that green there, right? Rebounds and assists, PRAs, uh, this line here, power force with this line, last 10 games, PRAs, 9 of 10. You see what I'm saying? Rebounds and assists, 8 of 10. Points plus rebounds, 8 of 10. Points plus assists, 8 of 10. They've been giving it up, right? So that's at the end of the day, this game is definitely shaping up to be a great looking same game parlay atmosphere. Next guy I'm talking about, Kobe White. Okay. Go back to the last 10 games. Bam. Slide it over there versus Detroit. You gotta love Detroit games for same game parlays. Like I just told you. Super Bowl morning hit a plus 18,000. I love it, right? Especially two teams like this where you got concentrated offense where you know what offense is coming from. Those and pace up, bad defense. You can't go wrong, man. Can't go wrong. You can, but man, the possibilities though, the possibilities. He said, "What's the word, my guy?" Lucas sold the world yesterday, but like you said, it is what it is. I know, right? You like Vucevic threes, yeah. So I definitely like Vucevic threes. And if you guys were here for that lecture, like I said, one thing you got to look out though. You got to look out for Vucevic because, like I was saying, up until the trade deadline, it was playing good, and you know him and Zach Levine. We're trying to play our way out of Chicago. We're trying to look sexy. We're trying to look good. You know what I'm saying? But after the trade deadline, when you find out you don't get traded, it's just like I told him, it's like being in jail, not getting bonded out, going to court, getting a 2 or 3 month continuous. Like Vucevic did not get traded, so now he's probably like, damn, I put in some good work. His ethic, I don't know. I don't know what his ethic been looking like. It ain't been sexy the last 2 or 3 games. Post All Star, trade deadline has been a little bit disappointing, but I can't deny the fact that I've always targeted him, Miles Turner, and whoever else can shoot threes versus Detroit. But I don't know. Vucevic might not be motivated no more, and or the organization could be in tank mode. So those are some things you could take a look at. Be cautious when you're making your bets, right? When you're making your bets, okay? Kobe White versus Detroit here. I like Kobe White today. I like him to go full 3.5 threes, 3, 4, 5 threes. I like that for him today, for sure. Um, Trying to filter this versus Detroit. Okay, so um, the last 3 matchups versus this team, two including 2 for this year. Man, I'm finna tell you, don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Don't get me started about that motherfucker. Straight up, man. Sitting out there. First of all, you gotta shit. Sometimes you might want to say, hey, you getting bonded out right now and you ain't got no rides. I think it'd be safe to you let me out in the morning. First and foremost, out that motherfucker. You gonna have to deal. First, you get out of that jam. Then you gotta deal with real life and death situations, trying to make it home. Straight up, because when you just shit, you let you out that motherfucker. You're like, damn, I think I need to go spend one more night in that motherfucker. Straight up, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't with it. I ain't with it, man. If I ain't got no ride, man, shit. You think we can postpone this one here till tomorrow? I got another day in me. I got another day in me. You know, when they come back, when you leave and and you see people in the street and stuff, back in the days, they be like, yeah, you got another bid in you. Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I'm finna get out at what time? Yeah, I got another day in me. I got another day in me. Thoughts on Beasley threes, 2 minutes. Yeah, everything is a go. Everything is a go, if you ask me. Everything is a go. We could actually look at this game as a whole, right? Everything is a go, bro. Like everything is a go. Looking at points here, Chicago Bulls. Look at the Bulls line here, right? 120, second in giving up points overall. Rebounds, green. Rebound chances, green. Assists, green. Um, Cade Cunningham just had 15 assists versus them. Potential assists, green. 3 pointers made, green. 3 pointers attempts, green. That's why this is one of those games, right? This is one of those games. Same game parlay atmosphere. Got to love it, man. Got to love it. Got to love it. You got to love it, bro. Straight up. So I love everything about this game. Everything. Great same game parlay atmosphere. I got a few more minutes to go. Great same game parlay atmosphere. Anybody can pop off, man. Anybody can pop off in this game. My official play was I played last night was 11 and a half rebounds for Jalen Duran. But everything is a go, man. Looking at the chart right here, you can take a look at the chart. And like I said, hmm, hold up, hold up. So right now they got Kobe White threes at 2.5, right? And his points at 19.7. Um, Kobe White has hit this number in 5 straight games, including 5 for 8 for 3, 3 for 10 for 3, 4 for 7 for 3, 4 for 6, and 6 for 9 for 3. Right, 5 straight games. Right here on February 2nd, he went 3 of 10 for 3 versus this team. Had a little bit of offshoot night. I personally had him for 4 that game, but it is what it is. He did score 22 points, so you can look at points and or threes in this spot here. Um, the attempts, right? field goal attempts. 11.6. Let's see. On the season here. On the season here. Let's see how many attempts Kobe White's averaging on the season. He's averaging around 14 field goal attempts. So last 10 players, last ten players to average 14 field goal attempts, to hit 14 field goal attempts, they went over their points line at 7-10, right? In 7 of the last 10 games. I could also filter it to the season here. And it's 12 or 24, right around 50%. So lately, this is where it's lately, right? So last 10 games, is where, they've been a little bit more vulnerable scoring. The last 10 times, So at the end of the day here, it's a good chance Kobe White hit his points, his threes, and then whatever else. Now his rebound line is sitting at 3.5, and point guards, I mean shooting guards or whatever case may be, they've hit their rebound line in 9 of their last 10 games here. So his rebounds could be in play as well, right? So his 3 pointers, I'll add that to the side there, and you can look at his points plus rebounds or whatever case may be, right? Assists, anything. Let's see. When you're looking at points plus rebounds, and that line is at 23 and a half. Uh, and at 23 and a half, shooting guards has hit this number in 9 of their last 10 games. And the one that missed was 23 on the hook, and that was Jalen Green. So I like Kobe White either way it go, no matter what. Josh Giddey, here's the guy that has triple double upside here. Looking at Josh Giddey here, looking at some of these combos here. Um, Hmm. Interesting. They don't have triple double up there. Is that a sign? Hmm. Is that a sign? So, head to head versus Detroit, Josh Giddey. That game on February 2nd was definitely a stat game. And the other thing I was looking at is his rebounds and assists. Now I'm right. I was right there for pull the trigger for his rebounds and assists. Um, It's at 13 and a half. I think it opened up at a lower number than that. But at 13 and a half, I couldn't talk you off of it. I'm going to put that to the side, right? I'm going to put that to the side. It's a lean towards the over. But back to where we were here. Um, um, so the 2 games he played versus them this year, he had 11, first game, 11 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists. Second game, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, right? So it is what it is with that situation. I think, I mean, I like him in certain shape, forms, of fashion. There, I like him. Let me see. Hmm, they got him in the point guard slot, right? They got him in the point guard slot, so it's hard for me to. I mean, technically, he is playing, point guard ish. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he is playing point guard. But however you want to look at it, right? Let me see, last 10. I like Giddy, bro. I like Giddy today. And more than likely, when I bet him, I bet his rebounds and assists and things of that nature. Don't know if I'll get there. Jalen Duran, I've already gotten there. Love his numbers. Points plus rebounds, whatever. You can even look at his PRAs. This is some of his numbers here versus the Bulls. 4 assists, 3 assists, 3 assists, 5 assists, 5 assists. Rebounds 15, 10, 11, 22, 13. Points 21, 15, 20, 14, 23. Right? He's balled. He's played good ball versus the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't talk you off of anything for somebody like him. Tobias Harris is the guy that you could probably put up to 20 points here. His points open up at 14 and a half, I believe. Uh, you know, um, he's played well versus the Bulls, right? The Bulls have not been one of the best teams versus power forwards, as you can see. Um, they're one of those teams, right? So his regular points line is at 14 and a half. I like it. Might be 15 and a half by now. 15 and a half at plus 100. Just a good same game parlay atmosphere. He's hit that number 3 games in a row. Points plus rebounds is another thing you could also look at him, as well as individual rebounds. His rebounds are sitting at 5.5 at plus 115. He's hit this number in three of his last 4 games, and 6 of 9 versus the Bulls. He's good for 67%. So it is what it is. Here go this motherfucker right here, man. Scamming face ass. The 10.5 assists. Oh, Azar Thompson. I went out there on a limb last night. Let me see. I took his rebounds up to. I like his rebounds though. 5.5. Let me add that to the bet slip here. I took his rebounds up to. I think it took him up to 10 for plus 700 on FanDuel. It was not nothing like an official play. That's a ladder that I'm gambling on. That's a ladder that I'm gambling on. So be my guest if you wanna. So be my guest if you wanna, bet on that. If you want, you can. It was ugly, boy. It was ugly. 10 rebounds was at plus 700. Let me see something. Now it's down to plus 550. He probably ain't gonna hit it, but I played him at 6. I played him at 8. I played him at 10. Um, now you got to be aware of uh the accusations, right? So I forgot all about that. Schroeder, he came out there and played. He came out there and played 15 minutes last game. I forgot all about Schroeder, bro. He came out there and played 15 minutes last game. Almost messed my parlay up, man. Straight up, right? Um, Schroeder and who else? They got Lindy Walters too, right? Waters, he didn't play. Right. Schroeder almost threw a monkey wrench in the game. I don't even need him taking no 15 points minutes. They don't even. They need to have him sit down somewhere, man. But keep in mind, he's playing those minutes right now, right? And then the assist prop, like um, Kate Cunningham coming off a 15 assist game versus the Bulls. I like this as a parlay piece at minus 142, but you're gonna have to look at a little bit more, right? Uh, you might have to, if you really want to get some value, you might have to look at 11 or 10. 12 assists at plus 200, 14 assists at plus 500. He's gonna have a chance to hit that. He's gonna have a chance to hit that number. He's going to have a chance to hit that number. Phoenix Suns and Phoenix Suns and Memphis Grizzlies here. 245 over under here. No Beal. We got a whopping 245 over under here. No Beal. Grayson Allen, probably probable here. Misic is questionable here. Martin is out. And then on the Memphis side, Bagley and so Bane. What's up with Bane? Okay, so damn, I thought Bane was out. Mm. 5.5 assists for Bane. So look at that. Let's see. Look at Phoenix, right? Versus point guards. They ain't the best, right? They ain't the best defensively. And interestingly, they're giving up 3.5 threes, right? So looking at John Morant, right? And then Desmond Bain. This could be John Morant need to shoot some more threes, right? Stop going to the basket all violently, right? Y'all already beating people to cracking folks' heads without you in the lineup, bro. You need to chill. Drop some dimes, shoot some threes, go to the rack when there's absolutely nobody there type shit. But at the end of the day here, can't deny what's been going on for him as of late. Hopefully he's taking that, right? Do they go over 238.5? I don't know. I don't bet sides and totals. My choice here, I would say I wouldn't bet the under here. It would be over or nothing if I'm betting the total. I wouldn't bet the under. I would probably let me see. I don't bet too many totals, but I would probably I like the over. I like the over. I think they had almost 260 last time they played. That was about a week ago. Um Head to head, no. Um so here we go right here, right? One, two, three, four, five of his last 6 games, he's went over 1.5 threes. You're gonna get John Morant threes at 1.5. I like it, right? I'm gonna just throw that over there. I haven't bet anything on it. Oh, no problem, Tom. No problem, Tom. Share the video. I'm glad to help, be of some help. You know what I'm saying? It's advice. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to shove nothing down your throat. You like it, take what you like, leave what you don't. But most importantly, I'm glad you're sitting here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't left. Because I did see you comment about 30 minutes ago and you're still here, so that's what's up. But like I said, looking at point guards here versus this defense. They 6 to 10 to this number here in they last in their last 10 games, and including similar to John Morant, 3 of their last 4 games they've given up 1.5 threes. Uh, Patrick say he likes Durant's 4.5 assists. He hit 9 of his last 10 games versus. You mean Memphis? I get it. I get it. And one thing, we always got to look at is going to be pace, right? When it comes to this Memphis team, because that equals opportunity and things of that nature, right? So we'll go back over this one more time. here? Yeah, for sure, Pat. You already know I got your back. When you're looking at pace here, over the course of the season, Memphis Grizzlies are number 3 in pace, right? And Phoenix Suns are number 23. So if you look at season numbers, this is a pace up matchup for Phoenix, right? You're getting Durant and them going up and down the flow, extra possessions, extra opportunities, extra shots, extra assist opportunities, extra threes, all of that, right? And these aren't your, these guys can play some ball. So last 5 games, that's the last 10 games. I'm sorry. Last 5 games, we'll check the pace. Memphis, they like no. Check the pace here. Memphis, they number 5, and Phoenix they 22. So I would put Phoenix in the top of the bottom third, right? Some shit like that, right? Yeah, about around the top of the bottom third, right? So still the pace up matchup for Phoenix here. So rewinding it back here, going back over here versus Phoenix here. I could flip to John Morant versus Phoenix. Um, hasn't played them this year. Interesting. Haven't played them this year. He's been in and out of the lineup, things of that nature. But we're not getting this John Morant right here, right now. We're not getting this John Morant. So we can, whatever, right? Let me see here. Because I had some interest in this assist prop too. And I really got interest in Tyus Jones' assist prop. So I'll get to that in a second. But he's averaging 12 potential assists. Point guards are averaging 13 potential assists versus this team in the last 10. I want to see something here. Take a look at Jaren Jackson versus Phoenix. These teams only played one time this year. New Year's Eve. What happened that game? Desmond Bain had 31, 4 for 8 for 3, 7 assists. Jaren Jackson had 38. Memphis won that game. Damian Lee. Devin Booker had 16 and 9 assists. Kevin Durant had 29, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Tyus Jones, 30 minutes, 21 points. Mm. There was no Bradley Beal in that game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of of Jaren Jackson's last 8 games. He's went over his 3-point line at 1.5. He's 7 for 8 to this number in his last 8 games. I'll add his threes to the list. 1.5 threes. I mean, you're a professional player. What up, Ed? What's going on? That's a hard one. I took his rebounds, right? I'm still wrestling with how I want to do the rest of it. Do I want to go with his PRAs? Even his PRAs are in play versus this very team. the Bulls, because he's probably last 3, 4, 5 games, he's probably averaging 4 or 5 assists versus them. Don't but points plus rebounds, you can't go wrong. I ain't even gonna lie. Points plus rebounds, you can't go wrong. It depends on what type of number I say that. It depends on what type of number you're looking for. You know, it depends on what type of number you're looking for. Um, let's see. Let me read it. Let me go back one more time because I only took his rebounds, but at 11 and a half. But some telling me to take his points plus rebounds. Points plus rebounds sitting at 25 and a half, and a double double. I mean 25 and a half at a minus 106. And that's something that I'll probably would look at because I'm definitely gonna play it straight. Parlays, I'll probably go roll with the double double. I'll put it like that. Parlays, I'm rolling with the double double. Straights, I'm rolling with the 11 and a half rebounds and the points plus assists. Straights. Or you could also look at the PRAs. What was the PRAs? They ain't giving it to us here. So to sum this, I ain't gonna say sum this game up, but what's the line on this game? Memphis 3.5 point favorites on the road. Minus 162 favorites on the road. 245 over under in this spot. I'm looking at this game with Desmond Bain. I'm looking at y'all know I'm terrible. That's why I don't play games, man. But if I had to take a winner, it'd be Memphis or nothing for me, bro. It'll be Memphis or nothing for me if I'm taking a side in this one. I ain't even gonna lie. But um, when you're looking at the game and how the game is gonna have to be won and what's gonna have to go down here, um, it, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker gonna have to pop out. Um, I'm definitely looking at the assist prop for Desmond Bain. I mean for I couldn't talk about Desmond Bain assists either, but the assist prop I'm looking at is Tyus Jones, right? So let's take a look here. So definitely gonna go without Beal first and foremost. We're gonna go without Beal. Apply that. Now he's getting pretty green here. Now without Beal, he's getting in there probably averaging 31 minutes. His rebound line is green. He's averaging 3.2 rebounds, and you got some rebounds. I don't know. He probably this line probably not on FanDuel, but they got his line at 1.5. Yeah, I don't think FanDuel wouldn't dare put a line like that. Scam duel. But I don't think they would never put a line like that out there. I don't care. But at the end of the day, what line is this, man? Where is this at? It's a parlay piece, right? Um, you're gonna get this line on MGM, ESPN Bet, Underdog, Caesars. Other books I got. They're the parlay piece. Now, like I said, these are numbers without Beal last 10 games. Um, he's 100% to the rebound line, right? The 2.5 threes, he's hit that in 7 of his last 10 games. The points line at 11.5, he's over this in 7 of his last 10 games. These are games without Beal. The rebounds, like I said, he's over this number. Whatever. The assist line, he's over this assist line at 6.5 in 8 of his last 10. You get the 6.5 right now at plus money. Uh, it opened up at 4.5. I mean 5.5. I want to say. He said K Duran and Vucevic average double double when they play each other. For sure. I just want to know so the teams with the top pace have something to do with teams scoring 100 points in 3 quarters. And today definitely man, Detroit should be one of those teams that can do that. Pacers, if they get to acting bad, they can do it. Not a big fan of this Phoenix defense, man. Not a big fan of this defense, and I don't, he could probably you never know what can happen, bro. You never know I don't bet that bad, but I see it across the industry. Tyus Jones definitely a wagon without Bill. Yes, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. So I was looking at this. And the numbers did really stand out, right? And then if you want to take a look at some of his combos here, we want to take a look at some of his combos, which would be points plus assists, points plus rebounds, rebounds plus assists, PRAs, and these are steals and blocks and double doubles. So whatever. But all these numbers here without Bill, 8 to 10, 7 to 10, 9 to 10, 8 to 10, right? So and then the pace, right? The pace of play here is the pace of play is up, right? And it's going to be up here, so there's going to be plenty of opportunities and things of that nature. So Tyus Jones versus Memphis. Um, this season, no, he hasn't faced them this season. Mm. In fact, this is where he came from. This is his old team. So these were Washington numbers, I would say, and he had 7 assists, 9 assists there, but none of these numbers here. Wait a minute. This year though, I'll take Bradley Beal off and see what he's done with Beal in there. So he's had one game here on December 31st. He had 21 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. But Bill did play that game, right? And that game was what was the score to that game? It was 117 to 112. Memphis won that game. The 6.5. Let me see. I ain't gonna say I'm skeptical. Can he hit it? Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I would do. Let me see. Combos. Rebounds and assists. They don't have him right there. Points plus assists. 17. Hmm. Hmm. We'll see. So the threes here. I'm at this number here. I gotta like it, right? John Morant threes. Um, I think I'm playing his threes, right? I don't bet a lot of his points numbers because I don't know where his minutes limit or where his mind be sometimes, man. So but it's no denying that Phoenix, they are in the green, when it comes to giving up threes to the point guard position. And I'm not a fan of any of these guys when it comes to defense, right? Defending guards. I'm really not a fan of these guys when it comes to defending guards. And as you can see, even if you're looking at somebody like Desmond Bain, They still giving up almost 4.5 threes to the shooting guard position. So you get 3 threes for Desmond Bain at 2.5. John Morant has hit his 3-point line, like I said, 5 of his last 6 games. I want to say Jaren Jackson hit this 3-point line in about, I want to say 7 of his last 8. And then Desmond Bain is another guy that could get frustrated and be frustrating at times, man. You know what I'm saying? Given his track record of what we know he can do from beyond the arc, he can be frustrated and sometimes too, bro. So, it is what it is, right? Um, Let me see. I didn't even take a look at Desmond Bain. So he's hit his 3-point line in 3 of his last 10 games. Don't like that. Now his points line, his general points line, I couldn't. I'm kind of okay. I mean, I like it, right? He's averaging 15 attempts. Wait a minute, let me see versus Phoenix. Let's see versus Phoenix. He's been balling versus Phoenix for a minute now. 5 of his last 6 games, he's had 20. He's hit this line at 21 and a half. 5 of his last 6 games. So you could definitely look at Bain's points. Yeah, and yeah, you're definitely right. So Jaren Jackson has been going crazy for 3, and for sure, I like Ben scoring because sometimes he won't. Yeah, sometimes you can't hit the 3-point prop if you don't take the threes. Sometimes this would be crazy. You know, um, hmm. So it'll probably be looking like points for me if I'm wanting to go to Desmond Bain. Probably look like points, and like I said, lately even with he's been playing some ball, man. Last 10 games, he's hit this points line in 8 of his last 10 games. So if you filter shooting guards, this is shooting guard. Um, Let me see. He's averaging 15 field goal attempts, right? So let me filter shooting guards with at least 15 field goal attempts last 10 games, right? Let's see, 15 field goal attempts. I'll add that filter in, slam that up there, and Phoenix defense is at 19 and a half. Guys has hit this number 8 of 10. They 8 of 10 to this number when they take 15 or more shots. The people who taking 15 or more shots averaging around 18.7 in the last 10 games. Now I can look this season and see what I come up with. So this season, 10 of 13 players that took at least 15 shots hit this line 10 of their last 13 games. But they're averaging around 9 makes and around 19 field goal attempts in general. Versus Phoenix, he's averaging the same thing, like 15 and a half attempts versus Phoenix alone. And then on the season, he's averaging it won't flip for me this season. This season he's averaging 13.7 attempts, right? So I don't know what we're gonna get, but right now I think what we're gonna get is that at least that 15 attempts. That's what I think we're gonna get, at least that 15 attempts. So I couldn't talk you off Bain's points. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the backcourt here defensively. In fact, as a whole, I'm not a big fan of the defensively of this Phoenix team. Versus shooting guards, Phoenix are top 10 in giving up points. No, I'm sorry. Let me go over the points. Phoenix are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6 are giving up points. Rebounds, Phoenix are number 3 are giving up rebounds. Assists to the shooting guard. Assists, Phoenix is top 10 and giving up assists to the shooting guard. 3-pointers made, Phoenix is one, two, three, four, five, six, seventh in giving up, threes to the shooting guard. So offensive numbers in general, right? Those are numbers. Those are type of Desmond Bain type of numbers, man. You look around, Desmond Bain been had 8 assists and 6 rebounds with them little T-Rex arms, right? So same game parlay atmosphere there. You're sticking to the highest usage players. I probably wouldn't put nobody on my ticket but Durant, Beal, Tyus, and Ja and Triple J, and none of those ancillary guys. I don't even want no parts of Edie. I don't even want no parts of Edie. I don't want no parts of Edie. Maybe Richards. Definitely not. I don't want to stress that. I don't want to stress. This is gonna be probably end up being a pace up game, and ran his ass off the floor. I ain't got time for it, right? I ain't got time for it. Let me see. I ain't even think about that. Like, I'm glad I thought about that. I don't want no parts of that at all. But you never know, bro. You never know. He might go out there and smack something, boy, because he's been balling, right? Double double, double double, double double. Versus OKC at L, they probably got their ass smacked. Um, he probably getting some boys, man, but I probably ain't messing with him, man. I probably ain't gonna mess with him. He hasn't faced Phoenix. That's interesting. Um, Look at these numbers here. Look at this green. Look at this green here. This is 2024. This is the season numbers here. Let me just look at this green. This is what Phoenix is doing. Look at that. Look at all that green. God. That's what Phoenix doing. That's what Center's doing to Phoenix, man. Damn. That's over the course of the season. What about the last 10 games? They 7 to 10 to this rebound line at 6.5. That's what Edie's rebound line is at 6.5, and his points prop is sitting at 7.5. Right? Um, the Joker, of course. Look at Kessler, 19 and 22. Hardenstein, it was a blowout. That was a blowout. So Aiden, 25 and 20. Aiden right here, 24 and 7. Um, Quinn Post, that's 9 and 8. And then whatever, even Claxton knows sometime has had a double double. And this is the last 10 games. Now, for whatever it's worth, you'll get an assist at a parlay piece on BetMGM at over a half assist. And, teams are probably 100% to this number. But, um, mm, 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 mm. I tell you what, I would probably, I don't know, man. His points, his double double. What's his double double, man? Probably 250, 300, 400 for his double double. God. Shit. Hell no, man. This crazy work here, man. Straight up, man. Let me see. I might have to that'd be straight. What I would them be straights for me. I can't put them in parlay pieces, but if you're going for straights, I don't mind you playing both of them or points plus rebounds, like points plus rebounds like that. His points plus rebounds at 15 and a half. I don't know how they gonna do it though, bro. I don't know how they gonna do it. But what about Clark? What has he been doing? Clark been getting 20, so they've been splitting them center minutes. They've been splitting them center minutes, and then if they just really, really have to, Jaren Jackson Jr. can slide in there. But Jaren Jackson Jr. will have to keep his hands to himself in the matchup versus Durant. He gonna be talking shit like a motherfucker. Damn, Zach Edey, boy. That's very tempting. I might, me, I'm greedy. I might have to sprinkle on that double double. I ain't even gonna lie. Nick Richards Plumley. Speaking of Nick Richards, he had himself a good rebounding game versus them, but there was no Zach Edey. 10 rebounds for Edey at plus 250. 8 rebounds for Edey at plus money. 6 rebounds for Edey at parlay piece at minus 250. This is wild. This is wild. This is wild business here. This is wild business. Man, man, I got to play me something really decent versus the Detroit game because I didn't hit the monster parlays off them. I ain't even gonna lie, and I ain't got no choice but to play this. I ain't got no choice but to play this, right? And I might still add some more people because Bucelis, I haven't added him. I could probably see him getting about at least 10. And Josh Giddey, I could see him getting at least a few rebounds here. In fact, I would take Jalen Duran down and go to his combo line and just get the double double for Jalen Duran. And then I would go for the double double for Cade Cunningham instead of going to the assist prop at the parlay piece. I would go to the double double for the simple fact that he can not only get a double double in assists, he can get a double double in rebounds as well. So I would definitely look at something like that a little bit to be a little bit different there. Double double, double double. Two threes for Vucevic. You can also take those two threes down. I'm definitely gonna make one without him getting two threes. Uh, get some rebounds, Azor. Just get the boards. Tobias Harris, he's the number 2A, 2B scorer on his team. Kobe White, do what you do, right? Malik Beasley, do what you do, right? You could tease these guys down to 3 if you want. You could tease this whole thing down because I'm gonna have multiple versions. I'm gonna have a bunch of versions. I ain't gonna lie. Um, Buzelis, right? Some shape, form, or fashion. I could have took his 2 threes, or I could have took his points, and then 10 points for Buzelis at 280. Um, Giddy. Don't know how I want to do things with Giddy, bro. I want to put him. I don't know how. I don't know how I want to do it with Giddy, and I don't mind leaving him off. Right? I don't know how I want to do things. What I want to put him for, I don't. And if I'm undecided for right now, I'm not gonna do it. Right? I'm definitely gonna play this though. I'm definitely gonna play this. Whatever. Yeah, you can put $10 on this. Well, and that'll get you what? 1,200 straight up. Um, I'm gonna play that. I'm daydreaming about. I'm daydreaming like a mother. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play that. And then a separado. Let me see. Separate parlay here would consist of. Yeah, for sure. And he's already in line to. And remember, every team play tomorrow, man. Every team play tomorrow. Every team. So these are front end and back to backs for a lot of teams. Let's take a look and see what's this injury news or what we've been looking like, right? Herb Jones, rest of the season. Okay. Um, One official play. That was the Jalen Duran play. Yeah, that one's coming standard, boy. That Bulls in Detroit, that's coming standard. I got the fool with that one, my guy. Got the fool with that one, bro. Straight up, man. We just smacked one off them. Let me see. If y'all ain't on Twitter, if y'all like I tell y'all, if y'all on Twitter, man, slide on me, man. Slide on me. Um, Slide on me. Follow me. This one right here. I love making Detroit same game parlays. It was a plus 500 here. We hit let me see. No, this one here was a plus 18,000 right here. We hit the 8 rebounds for Azure, the 20 points for Tobias, the 10 assists, the 2 threes for Curry, the 2 threes for Hardaway, the 2 threes for Bridges. He had 5, and the 3 threes for for Beasley. He had 5. Man, so look, Beasley had 5 threes. Bridges had 5 threes. 2 threes for Holiday. He got there late. 5 threes for Curry. Seth, that is. 12 assists for Kate Cunningham. Tobias Harris, 20 points and 8 rebounds for good plus money for Azar Thompson. Thought he wasn't gonna close. He came back in, close, and that them motherfuckers got to that money just like that. Like ain't no word about it. Last 3 minutes, what you need us to do? All right, we're finna get it on out the way for you, right? So shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. But it's easier said than done. Um, Looking at this Bulls game here, um, I mean, who really cares about the box score? But I could definitely show you, how things went that game. Let's see. This shit here be slow sometimes, boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, there we go, right there. Chicago won that game. So they want to come back and try to win this game. So Levant Ball played that game too. So hmm. So Giddy had 20 and 10 and 4. Patrick Williams had 11 and 3. Vucevic had 20 and 11 with 4 threes. Kobe White was 5 for 17, 20 points and 3 threes. Bruzelis, he had 12, 2 threes. Ball hit 3 threes. I love, it's concentrated usage. I love concentrated usage where we know where the ball is going. What day was that? They got him for 7 rebounds here. I'm glad they didn't correct that shit because they paid me for 8. Is that game? Is that game? It said Thompson 8 rebounds. No, that was not that game. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so yeah, so Thompson had 7 boards. We had him for 6 that game. Hardaway had 1, 3. This is the last time they played. Cunningham 15 assists on 2 threes. Tobias Harris had 16. Durant had 21 and 13 and 4 assists. The first game they played, Vucevic hit 6 threes, 12 boards. Zach LaVine had 7 threes. Kobe White had 5 threes. They was airing their ass out. Jalen Smith had 2 threes. Bruzelis wasn't a thing. Giddy almost had that triple double then. 10 assists, 8 rebounds, 11 points. Durant had 15 and 22 rebounds, that is. Cade almost had a triple double. Cade finna try to get a triple double today. Tobias had another 16 points. Another 5 threes for Malik Beasley. And that was the Ivy days. Ivy, whatever, right? All right, well. I like Scotty in this spot here. I always been saying that triple double been loading for him. Plus 1,200 right now for that triple double. Double double is in play, as you can see here. We've always targeted power forwards versus Philly. When you look at Philly here, number 2 in giving up points, but man, you look at the other things. Number 1 in rebounds versus the power forward, and assists. Number 1 is assists versus the power forward. So Scotty Barnes, this game got Scotty Barnes written all over it. He's gonna have to prove these numbers, prove these numbers, right? This weekend we just missed a plus 2,000 parlay. We needed 1 more rebound for him. But it is what it is. I like Scotty Barnes here, some shape, form, or fashion. In this Philly game, I also like both point guards here. We need to find out what Joel Embiid news is, right? Um, me see here. So Scotty Barnes and quickly, you're gonna have to look at those boys for points, right? Because they're gonna have to try to win this game some type of way. So you're gonna have to look at these boys for points, some shape, form, or fashion. When it comes to the point guard here, Toronto giving up the second most points and almost four threes to the point guard. And then when you're looking at the threes here, Philly giving up the most threes to the point guard position, and they still in the green for points, right? So I can see instances, all Maxi and quickly got to do is get hot, and it could be a Maxi and quickly show that quickly, right? We know how quickly he can put up some points, but he got to get hot. So I would, hey, some things, it can be smoke and mirrors in this game, right? Definitely could be smoke and mirrors in this game. Uh in this Philly game. You could probably get what? Because this team offensively is bad. Toronto. You get 30 points for quickly at plus 1,000 right now. You get 25 points for quickly at plus 450. In the 3 point category here, Um, you can get three threes for quickly at plus money, five threes for quickly at plus 700, right? Um, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You catch quickly out there on fire, he gonna give your ass 30 straight up. No if and and like I said, these players got egos, man. This boy Maxi keep coming out here scoring on me like that. I'm finna score right back on his ass. Just had 20 points, 15 shots versus Houston. Slower pace matchup. Look at that. Slower pace matchup. Ugly total. 87 and 94. Gave him 20. He got 25 this season. He ain't got no 30s this season, right? He gave Detroit 25 with four threes. One of these days he gonna smack that 30, right? He gonna smack that 30. You get 30 for him at plus 125. I mean plus 1,000. I'm sorry. What if you come out there and then what if he come out there and give you 30? What if he come out there and give you 30 and man, and then he give you a triple double. Damn, what a hell of a parlay that is right there. In a matchup like this. Quickly 30. Bonds triple double. Woo! Uh-uh. Plus 14,000. Mm-hmm. But the points there, I couldn't talk off the points for neither one of those guys. They need to score. They're gonna need to score. They need to score, depending on what's gonna happen. They need to score anywhere it go. Softer matchup than the one they had versus uh, you know, versus Rockets. So I like them. Maxi is self-explanatory at this point. You know what it is. Um, what did I have to decide? Okay, so you know, and Grady Dick, he's over his 1.5 3 point line. It's a parlay piece in a lot of games, bro, without RJ Barrett. Probably 100% to that number, or probably one game off, right? Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, right? They in some good rebounding spots, right? Um, they had some good. Both of their rebounds are sitting at 2.5. You're gonna get uh 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 they're gonna get good plus money for 4 rebounds, right? But as a parlay piece, these guys have been crushing this number uh, at 2.5 when in a lot of different spots. Jalen Brunson has I think a 4 and a 6 rebound game versus this very team. So it is what it is, right? One game, Bridges has 7 rebounds, right? But those are things that caught my eye outside of everything else. Cats and all that shit. Those boys in play. But when you're looking for some plus money bangers or something like that, or some ladder spots, these rebounds are something to look at in a matchup with these guys. Vucevic threes honorable mention for sure. Ladder up spot. Kobe White, ladder up spot, at least four or better. Azura Thompson, ladder up spot, rebounds. I took him for 7 last night, right? So I took him for 7 last night. John Morant him and Jaren Jackson just been killing the 3 game, right? Everything else on the ticket on the game is everything. I mean, on the tickets are self-explanatory. You don't need me to tell you Devin Booker and Durant are good, right? You don't need me to tell you that, right? The Bulls, great same game parlay atmosphere. This Memphis game could be a great same game parlay atmosphere, right along with this Toronto game. Any game that's all these games here are pretty much self-explanatory when it comes to the usage. Outside of Memphis Grizzlies can get pretty deep there on the roster side, but pretty much every game here is self-explanatory. Tyrese Halliburton should have been added with his 3-point prop. It should have been added. He's been hitting the 3 ball pretty good there. You can look at the 3.5. I mean the 2.5 at the parlay piece. Don't mind that. So one official for me was Duran there. I'm going back to players points plus assists. I mean points plus rebounds. Jaden Duran. We got to eat off that Bulls Pistons game. They both are teams. Make you one with Tobias off. His home road splits are extreme. And speaking of the home road splits, let me give you guys a visual of what he's talking about. Right. So first and foremost, versus Chicago, he's averaging 15 points, right? These are versus for Chicago. But last 10 games on the road, no, it's real, right? And I didn't know that. I don't try to get into a lot of these filters and stuff like that, but these road splits are definitely telling, right? These road splits are telling. I mean, as you can see right here, these are the last 10 games on the road. He's averaging 7.3 points on the road. I just can't see him average. I can't see him not having a good game. So let's say last 10 games on the road. Let me click Chicago here versus Chicago. I can't see him having that bad of a game versus Chicago because Chicago is just not good, right? So it is what it is. Well, and then another thing here, see, things just pop out, right? Let me see. The assist prop, right? So his assist prop in places you can get it at 1.5. He's had 3 assists or better versus Chicago on the road, right? I could take this filter off and just look at Chicago in general. Versus Chicago, he's averaging 2.6 assists versus Chicago. Just something to look at, right? Just something to look at. But I ain't gonna I ain't fuck with that shit. But on the road though, that's definitely. How about on the season? Damn, I didn't even know that. Shout out to him. I need to start taking a glance at them splits, boy. This boy terrible on the road most of the time. So he's averaging 13 points, but wait, away. He's averaging 11 points on the road. Okay. All right. Quick look at that three. This that parlay. This is one parlay, bro. I'm probably gonna put. I might put. I might put whatever it takes to win 1,000, man. Let me see. $7.76 on here. I'm trying to win a band. I ain't finna lie. I'm gonna put $7.76 on here, and this is gonna be a good 776. Okay. Beasley 4 threes, Kobe White 4 threes, 15 points for Tobias. Zara Thompson 6 rebounds, 2 threes for Hardaway, 2 threes for Vucevic. Durant double double for Kay Cunningham, 10 points for Buzelis. And then I'm gonna make a bunch more. I mean, a bunch more probably tomorrow. Every game's playing today. Every team is playing. These are front ends to back to backs right here. Um, uh, Official play, Jalen Durant over 11.5 rebounds. I'm getting ready to play his points plus rebounds. Getting ready to play that. It's a bunch of long shot plays here. Um, bunch of long shot plays here. Let me see. What time is it? Let's go over here to Prize Picks. Let's see something here. Let's see some of the other things here. Let's take out this points combo here. Kobe White, Cade Cunningham, 48.5. That's doable. Probably won't go there. Durant, I'm not going there. 3 points made combo. Brunson and Halliburton, I like it. Cade Cunningham and Kobe White, I like it. Kobe White can give you 4, so I like that. Um, Booker and Bain, them two guys, I'm glad I've been ducking this year for threes. Assist combo, mm, Josh Giddey, Cade Cunningham, Josh Giddey, Cade Cunningham, assists. Interesting. Booker and John Morant, rebounds combo. Embiid, Scotty Barnes, Pascal, Josh. I like Scotty Barnes' rebounds, man. I'm probably gonna play his rebounds straight. Vucevic, Jalen Duran. I like that. Let's go. I'm playing this. If I don't play it on this one here, I'm playing this. But like I said, I don't know what's up with Vucevic. Like I said, I would be kind of down too, man. Like I played my heart out the first half of the season, and y'all still didn't trade me. I sold my soul. Y'all didn't find nowhere for me to go. And then these last few games, he's just been, feeling like that, bro. I bet that's what it is. I bet that's what it is. But it is what it is. And then they're gonna want to start tanking, and then they're going to start cutting his minutes, and then they're gonna want to start telling whispering in his ear, we don't need you to go out there and try to win games. So watch out for all that shit. But I like this one here. Let's see if I can throw this over there. I don't want to play Vucevic by itself for those purposes. I could be wrong, but who knows? Other things that we could look at that's not on the books. How about 3 point attempts? Where are they? 3 pointers made, 3 pointers attempted. Y'all know I like 3 pointers. 5.5 3 pointers attempted. Nimhart 3 pointers attempted. He's not somebody I bet on though. Why can't he? I don't even want to see it. Miles Turner, are you playing? Are you playing? Because I like that 4. I like that 4. Karl Anthony Towns has hit the 3 versus this team, right? So look out for him. He's hit the 3 versus this team. Benedict Matrick, whatever. Mikal Bridges, might have to check on and off too just to see. Now, Pascal Siakam has entered the 3 point conversation as of late. He's hit 3 threes in 3 of his last 5 games. I don't know, right? OG, they got him up there like he's playing. Are you playing? 8 threes attempted for. He's in the conversation, right? He's in the conversation. Don't know if I want to go there. AU. Oh, okay. Here come them boys, right? Kobe White, 7.5 3 point attempts. I probably wouldn't take the under here, so I like that. No LaMelo Ball. The backcourt scoring. Just think about it. Just think about backcourt scoring, and then think about it, right? No Levine. No LaMelo Ball. Who else you got back there? Right. I like that, right? Um, Tim Hardaway, meh. Buzelis has entered the chat when it comes to the 3 point area, so I couldn't talk you off of that. If it was 3.5, I would take it right now, but the 4, kind of like in looking at the pushes, right? Ja, I like it. He's hit 2 threes or better in 5 of his last 6 games, something like that. Kevin Durant, he could sell that, right? With no Beal, Tyrus Jones, so I can go look at this with no Beal. I can go look at this with no Beal, and I think I like this, right? I think I like this, man. I think I like this at 5.5. Give you a chance to win, no push. And Jaren Jackson. I can see instances where Jaren Jackson gets there, right? Especially as of late. You might want to look at his makes. So those are just attempts. These are other plays that what makes these pick'em sites valuable, right? Going to attempts, things like that. Going to free throws, going to these combos, right? Shit like that. Field goals attempted in general. And then let's take a look at the 3-pointers made. Because this is where I get a lot of my demons from. 3-pointers made. The 3.5, no, I can't do that. 3.5 for quickly, yes, please. Because I'm doing a demon play today. I do one probably almost every day. 2.5 threes. Jordan B has entered the chat when it comes to this. The 2.5 threes and stuff like that. So, that's in the play. Scotty Barnes is a no for me. 1.5 threes for Carnegie Towns is definitely doable. Um, hmm. Benedict Mathurin. I don't even bet on his threes. I don't even bet on his threes. Brunson, interesting play. Interesting play here. Mm. Um, mm. Pascal Siakam been in the neighborhood, bro. He been in the neighborhood. He just hit. Kobe White 4.5. I can see it. I can see it, right? I can see it. If I made a demon, he would probably go on there. Bucelis, he been trying. Vucevic, damn, man, that motherfucker got to go on the demon, right? See if he gonna sell, right? Oh, snap. John Moran, it's a yes for me. I ain't gonna lie, it's a yes for me. Desmond Bain, I couldn't go past this last year. 3.5. Jaren Jackson, it's a yes for what he's been doing as of late. It's a yes, right? So that's a demon play. That's a yes for what he's been doing as of late. Luke Kennard, Durant, what you been doing? Last 5, I know you've been shooting threes. Yeah, I know you've been shooting threes last 5. I know you've been shooting threes. That could be in play. Luke Kennard, you never know when Luke Kennard really wants to pop out. So I don't know. But Tyus Jones, he's got a good record right here on the 3-pointers, I want to say, without Beal. All right, well, let's go to I got 5 minutes to finish this one up. Man, do they move the rebounds around too much, or is that me? Boy, I'm so tempted to take this eight rebounds for him, man. The matchup says take it. 3.5 rebounds is a demon. We just went over the rebounds. We just went over this. That's in play for a demon. We just went over this with Bridges. I had them set to the side, both of them. I got both of them set to the side, man. Don't get it twisted now. We just went over this. Jalen Brunson rebounds. Kyle Bridges rebounds. We just went over. I think one of them, I said it, I think one of them going to get there. But this ain't no demon parlay, though. Give me that Duran. Let's get it, boy. I want to take. Oh no, I can't. I got Duran in there. I gotta split them up. I gotta split them up for a 6 pick. I gotta split them up. I gotta split them up. So let's see. Tobias Harris 5 boards. Might end up doing the same game parlay right here. And I can't. I don't think I can pass this 8 rebounds. Uh, I think I like that 8 rebounds. Eight. Eddie. Edie. Mm. How can I not? I have to take his points, don't I? I got to take his points. I'm gonna end up having to take something for Scotty Barnes too, either points and or rebounds, one or the other. I'm gonna have to do something. Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton. I'm gonna have to go with Cade assists. Desmond Bain points. I like that. John Morant points low. 11.5 for Tyus Jones points. Man, okay. All right. Let's go. Cade. They probably got his assists at 10.5. I knew it. I think I take Scotty Barnes fancy scoring the spot. And I think I could take Manuel quickly fancy scoring the spot too, man, and just go with the fancy score, man. What's his turnovers like? Turnovers could be in play too with that weak ass team, not finding the people in the right spots and things like that. Trying to do too much and stuff like that. They probably don't got his turnovers up though. Let's see. Yeah, they probably don't got his turnovers up. Tyrese Halliburton turnovers at 1.5 versus New York Knicks. That's an interesting take there. That's interesting. 26 fantasy score. 26. 26 fancy score. Mm. I have to go look at that shit. 26-37. Asua, 25 and a half for Asua. He's been crushing this number. Versus Chicago. Shit, it's an upside spot for him. I could have took his rebounds too. I forgot all about Asua. I'm gonna have to take Asua fantasy score. Um, what's his rebounds? Don't let me tell me. Don't tell me it's at a solid 5. It's at a solid 6. Yeah, hello. On computer, what's up? Mm. Sorry, they could get cooked. You cooked today. Y'all don't want that? Hmm. Mm. The makeup. Fifth, I think. No, I remember them saying that. All right, let me call you right back. I'll probably go up there and try to do something with it. Let me call you right back. All right, let's go right here. Scotty Barnes, fancy. Nick Richards, 8 rebounds. You need 9 to cash it. We need 12 rebounds for Jalen Duran. 17 and a half points for Manuel Quickly. 10 and a half assists for Kate Cunningham. 42 fantasy score for Scotty Barnes. 25 and a half of fantasy score for Azor Thompson. He's hit that in 5 straight games. Let's try to cash this, right? Um, let's try to cash this. Probably put like 8 or whatever I got some change on this. Oh man, I gotta sign in. Whatever I got some change on this, try to cash this in. Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow will be I'll show you guys the other plays again. Tomorrow will be oh man, I got there was a bonus. Did y'all catch that bonus yesterday? That whatever. So what I got, 63. I'll put $8 on this, right? $8 on this. Since I got bonus money in there. Okay, bang. Every game playing tomorrow. I probably won't do no podcast or nothing like that. But I'll come on. I'm coming on though. I'm coming on, and it's gonna take me a while to go through the plays. But I'm just gonna find something that I like. Man, that's a lot of games. That's a lot of games. I will do a demon parlay for sure. I'll do a demon parlay. That's gonna come out in a little while, and then um of course Duran's my play today. and then that Bulls same game parlay was damn. It was to get 1,000 on that. It was 776. I should have been played that shit. Now what it take to win 1,000? Either way it go, that Bulls play is this, right? It's Beasley, 4 made threes. Kobe White, 4 made threes. Tobias Harris, 15 points. Thompson, 6 boards. Hardaway, 2 threes. 2 threes for J- Vucevic. Double double for Durant. Double double for Cunningham. Buzelis, 10 points, right? Of course, it ain't going it might not happen like that. Hopefully it does. What does it take to win 1,000 here? It's probably gonna be a little bit like $9 or something now. 917. All right. Peace out.